Hello and welcome back to another interview produced by TVC22. I'm reporter Bruce of the Cruz. Today we are speaking with Jake, one of the founding members of the Clarence-Rockland Ghostbusters. How are you, Jake?
I'm very good. How are you doing today?
Doing fine, thank you. First off, who are you guys?
Well, I'll tell you a little bit about what we are. First and foremost, we're a fan franchise of like-minded people who came together to portray Ghostbusters as seen in the movies and TV series and literature. And we do various community events and nonprofit fundraisers, and overall just help the community.
Perfect. And can you go into a little more details on how you help the community out?
Sure. So basically here with the Clarence-Rockland Ghostbusters, we have three mandates for our franchise. One is to promote Ghostbusters, and we do that with our public appearances and our uniforms, our equipment, our screen-accurate props. Two is to promote local history. So if you go on our social media site, Facebook, Instagram, you'll find information. We post a lot about the local history of Clarence-Rockland and the region of Upper Canada. So stories from our past and how our community was founded, that sort of thing. And then the third thing we do is to support community and nonprofit groups. So we'll do that by attending different fundraisers, different charity events, any way we can help out, whether it's just an appearance, whether it's helping collect cash or doing a barbecue. If it's for charity, nonprofit, we'll be there.
I've heard that the last time that there was a flood, you guys were out there helping putting sandbags down.
Yeah, so actually during the flooding of 2019, our entire team mobilized. So at that time we were 7 members, so everybody of our team was involved in some form, either filling sandbags, delivering sandbags, or actually building the dams to help protect properties.
And this was all volunteer. Everything that you guys do is volunteer based?
Correct. We don't take any money for what we do. Whatever funds are generated through fundraising activity or whatever goes 100% to whoever we're supporting for that particular event.
Perfect. And going back to what you were saying about mandates, who decided on those mandates?
Basically, it was myself and the other founding member. We had discussed how we wanted to stand out from other Ghostbuster groups like ours, that we wanted to have a specific niche. And we decided that seeing as Clarence-Rockland has a very rich history and it's not very well known, that we decided we would try and make that our niche and to help promote the great history that we have here in this great community.
Perfect. So my question is, why Ghostbusters of all things? You guys could have been the Power Rangers of Clarence-Rockland.
For sure.
The Justice League of Clarence-Rockland. Why Ghostbusters?
Basically, it was I was looking to put my energy towards something positive and something good. And ever since I was a kid, ever since the movies came out, I was a huge fan of Ghostbusters. Seen all the movies countless times, read all the comic books, watched all the cartoons. And I had seen on Facebook there was other groups like us worldwide, and they were doing all kinds of different things. There's groups all over Canada, United States, Europe, Africa, Asia, and they all do some kind of charity work. So I thought, well, I love Ghostbusters and I want to do something positive for the community, and why not put them together? So that's how we came up with that.
Perfect. Moving on, all your members, what are you looking for when you recruit someone?
Basically, we're looking for people who are passionate about what we do. We have members that have actually joined that were familiar with Ghostbusters, but not super fans as much as I am or some of the other members. But they really liked what we do. They really liked being involved with the community. So really, we're looking for people who are energetic and want to get out and do something positive for the community.
And all your members, they're all come from different backgrounds. It doesn't matter at all?
Yeah, so we are an inclusive group. It doesn't matter what your background is. If you're interested in Ghostbusters and going out and doing events, then we're more than happy to help you. Come on board. Pretty much when we get new members, when they come on, there's a 3-event probation period that they go through just to make sure we're a good fit for them and they're a good fit for us. And then after, then they're a full member. And the only thing we ask new members to contribute when they come on is to provide some type of uniform. Like some of us have spent quite a bit of time creating the props or creating our uniforms, but we don't want that to be a deterrent to potential members. So if somebody wants to join and he says, all I have is a Ghostbuster t-shirt, you know what, we're more than happy to have you and welcome aboard.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Winding back the clocks to when you guys first started, take us back to that time.
So when we first started, our first event was the Clarence-Rockland Christmas Parade. And basically there was myself and Luke, the other founding member, in the back of a pickup truck, and we decorated it. We made some magnets for the truck, and that was our first event. And from there it just exploded. We created a Facebook page, and we did a number of things just here in Rockland, and we started having other venues and other groups reaching out to us from all over Eastern Ontario. So it just exploded from that one event of the Christmas Parade.
And that kind of answers my next question, because does the mission and the values that you guys have, sometimes that takes you out of Clarence-Rockland, I'm guessing?
Yeah, definitely. So originally we were founded as the Clarence-Rockland Ghostbusters, and last year we actually changed our name to the Clarence-Rockland Ghostbusters of Upper Canada to better reflect our mission of promoting local history. And also we found ourselves, we were going out for events as far as Kingston and all the way to the Quebec border. So we were already operating regionally, so we wanted to better reflect that. So,
you guys talked about hearing about other groups. Sometimes when you travel, do you see other Ghostbusters as well?
Yeah, we've worked with other franchises before. There's two others franchises in Ottawa. There's the Firefighting Ghostbuster. He actually founded his franchise before us, but he's also part of our team, so we work together. And there's also a Ottawa group that we've worked on a couple of events with before.
And do these groups, whether they be in Ottawa or around the world, do they have the exact same mandates?
It all depends on each group. Each group is independent of one another, and they pretty much decide how they want to operate, if they're going to have what their mission's going to be. But in general, every group has some form of charity component, whether it's supporting one specific one or like us, where we'll support multiple groups.
Perfect. Moving forward, COVID sucks. We know that.
Oh, yes.
Can you tell us a little bit why it sucks for you guys?
Well, definitely. For 2020 was going to be a big year for us. We had made a number of partnerships with local museums and other organizations over the past couple of years. And 2020, we're going to be involved with some national level museums in Ottawa. We had planned a couple of trips to Kingston and other historic sites within the region. And then COVID hit and pretty much put a stop to all of it. For us to operate, I mean, we're out with the public, greeting people, taking pictures, and all that was no longer legal. So we pretty much had to stop all our operations, and it was difficult for a while. We tried to keep things going on our Facebook page by continuing posting our historical information. There's the new Ghostbuster film coming out this year, so we're posting stuff about that. And then towards the end of 2020, we started doing community walks. So we'd pick different communities and do a social distance walk through the neighborhood. And that ended up being something really positive, and we were very happy to at least have the opportunity to do that.
So would you say that you've adapted pretty well up to this point?
I think we've adapted pretty well, considering everything that's gone on. All our members have still been wanting to participate. They've all been eager to get out and do things. And with things going in the right direction for COVID, it looks like for us, we'll have a pretty good summer of at least getting out to a couple of events.
That's good. One thing that I did want to ask regarding members, what do the members get out of this, just being part of the group?
Basically, everybody gets, I guess, something different. It's a personal question for everyone. Like myself, part of the reason I founded this group was I experienced a traumatic event and I needed something to focus my energy on. So when I come out and I do this, it's really giving me a purpose, and something that I'm doing something good.
My name is Chris Farmer, and I'm the Firefighting Ghostbuster. You see here, I'm sort of unofficial member of the Clarence-Rockland Ghostbusters. We team up every time we try to get out together doing events and charity work. And I've been dressing up as a Ghostbuster since about 2016. Just for fun. I'm not out to be a hero or anything like that. I just like to combine the fun part of being a Ghostbuster with my job as being on the fire department, hence the combination of titles. And just every time I suit up, just put a smile on my face, put a smile on everyone else's faces around us, and it's great. Even though I'm like a casual member, I would say I'm just as much as the team as anyone else. I just don't have the patch on my shoulder. But we're all equal and everything. There's no hierarchy or anything like that. So anyone who can show up, shows up. Anyone who can't, well, there's always next time.
Like I said, for everyone, it's something different, but everyone's here for the right reasons. They want to get out and be involved with communities.
Perfect. So cosplay and Comic-Con, those types of things are huge in popular culture right now.
For sure, yeah.
I was going on your Facebook page and looking through everyone's bios, but you guys don't really describe yourselves as cosplayers.
Yeah, so this question's come up before, and I kind of answer it like this. When people are doing cosplay, they're really portraying a character, whether you're dressed as Batman, who's Bruce Wayne, or if you're Superman, who's Clark Kent, you are portraying Clark Kent, who is Superman. And it's like this for most of the Ghostbuster groups like ours. When we come out to events, it's Ghostbuster Jake, it's Ghostbuster Luke, it's Ghostbuster Frank. We are portraying ourselves as Ghostbusters, as if we were employees of this bigger agency. And when we go out to do what we do, we acknowledge that we don't actually catch ghosts, but we are going out and we're doing something. We're doing something for the community. We're doing charity work. So that's what we are doing. So it's more, I would say, less cosplay and more, I don't know how to describe it, but just.
Would you kind of call it more like an escape, almost like a positive escape?
It's a positive escape. Yeah, definitely.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So sometimes cosplayers have the bad rep of just dudes that hang out in their mom's basements. I'm guessing you guys, like you said, you guys actually get out to the community and help people. So that's, I guess, another way you kind of distinguish yourselves?
Yeah, for sure, yeah.
Perfect. So just going through my last couple of questions. Since you guys started, how has the community responded?
You know what? Since day one, it's been fantastic. From the very first event at the Christmas parade, just waving to the crowd, and you hear the people yelling, "Who are you gonna call?" And Ghostbusters, and even like a couple of weeks ago, we did a community walk downtown Ottawa on Bank Street and Elgin Street, and it was the same reaction. People were, smiling, cheering, clapping, and yelling, "Who are you gonna call?" And it's just very empowering to be able to go out and just bring happiness to people, especially now with all the COVID.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Final question.
Yep.
With all this dressing up and going out and helping the community, what kind of message are you trying to send to people?
I think the message we're trying to send is to just be good neighbors to each other, just be good citizens, be involved in your community, and that despite, if you watch the media and all the negative things that is happening in this world, there are people out there doing good, and there are good people.
Perfect. I want to thank you, Jake, for taking your time to speak with us.
You're very welcome.
For TVC22, I'm Bruce Cruz. Have a good day.